know how we could have done it without.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome, everyone. Look, it's not an early morning for us stream if there's not other noise going on.
So I just, you know how like you have two monitors and you have to set how you want them to interact with each other.
Yeah.
I changed mine, and so it came on. It started playing your ad for your video like 5 seconds before it ended, and I was like, "Mouse, get where you need to go so I can."
Yeah.
It didn't happen. So I just close it. Close it real quick for anybody say something and stuff. Yeah,
that's all right. I feel like that's gotta be. I actually didn't take a look at the bingo board this month, but that might be on there.
Right.
We're just
Overlapping.
Yeah.
If it is, yes, y'all. I did have the other tab open with the video, so go ahead and mark it off on your board. You got it.
We're just helping people out, you know. Hello, good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, or good evening. Good time zone. Hello.
Good something.
I have with me Sarah and Shay. I got it right. I'm so proud of myself. And welcome to the first productivity stream of the Storytellers Hearth Weekend Relay for June of 2023. I just read off that entire thing from the title.
I love it.
Hello. Let me know what y'all are working on. I am going to throw it over to my co-hosts with the Absolute Mo hosts, because both of them are doing challenges too, not just like today, but for the whole month. We got a lot going on. So Sarah, I'm going to have you introduce yourself first.
I've not done this in a very, very long time. Hello, I'm Sarah Cahill. I am a writer, mother of four, who tries to get some writing done. I have a YouTube channel at Sarah Cahill Writes, where I do videos of my writing journey, and where I have just started with this weekend doing some more writing experiments. So I'm doing the 24-hour novel challenge. I am almost halfway through. I'm not quite dead yet. But we'll see how it goes.
Heck yes. I'm very excited. The great part about this, I know, is that since Sarah's so much farther ahead than me, I get to rely on her to tell me how awful or how great this is all going to be. Shay, would you like to introduce yourself?
I was rearranging the monitor, so I didn't have that problem no more. It's okay. All right, get this. Hi everybody, I'm Shay. My channel is Shay with the Hobbies on Twitch and YouTube. I'll be writing, I'll be reading, I'll be creating. If that's something you think you could get interested in, definitely come on over to my channel. So here's the thing. Your girl has been trying to do this 30-day challenge where I do certain things every day for 30 minutes. When I say challenge, it has been just that, a challenge. Okay. Because have I done everything every 30 days? Nah, not at all. Have I done one thing for 17 days straight? Not yet. It's hard. It's a lot harder than it sounds originally, is the truth. Yeah, to stay focused and do something every day for 30 days straight. Yeah, it's hard, y'all. It's hard. So it'll be a video about how I felt. I'm gonna try again in July. It's an extra day, but you never know. You know, maybe that one extra day will do me some justice. So yeah, that's my challenge, y'all. But I'll be working on Blankets and Burglary, which hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll be a novella introduction to this cozy mystery series. I'm just telling myself if I finish it, I'll be good. I just gotta get to finishing it. Short stories I got. Actual longer stories, we're not gonna talk about. It's a journey.
Oh yeah. The finishing, the getting to the end is always just pushing past. There's like
Becca's always like, because once you get that first one done, it's probably gonna be like a floodgate. All the rest of them are gonna get done. And I was just like, I gotta get out my own head about it. It's a lot harder than it sounds.
It totally is. I remember it took me, I don't know how many like started attempts, and I hadn't even like successfully done a short story either. I decided, I was like, I'm jumping full into novels. It took me so many attempts before I got the first one, before I wrote the end without like skipping whole swaths of it. But when I did, immediately after all the others. It was like you unlocked a skill set where you're like, I
And
can
that's
do
the
this
thing
now.
is, because I totally will get to the end and have skipped whole sections, but can I get to the end and everything is filled in? That's the goal.
That is the
Yeah.
I am sending you all the good luck. I also, because I love the idea of your challenge. And then I do the same thing where I set challenges for myself and I'm like, oh, it's going to be so easy. Like, I can totally do this. I have all this enthusiasm and optimism. And then I get to it and I'm like, you get into the day to day and you're like, this is actually a lot harder than I thought.
And it's like in total, it's only like 2 hours out of my day. It's 24. I can handle 2 hours. The lies you tell yourself when you
yes.
So much underestimating your ability to be able to do the thing.
Yes. And Sarah, what is the project that you're working on during this hashtag 24-hour novel?
You know what? I suck so much at explaining the stuff that I'm working on. It is called What Chaos Made, and it is a YA urban fantasy. What's the best way to explain it? It is about a girl who accidentally finds herself involved in a magical competition, where if they find out that she does not have magic, she will be killed. And it also sort of involves this plot that happened when she was younger, where she died when she was 6 and she was experimented on and brought back to life, and then was sort of spirited away by her brother to keep her safe. So it's sort of both of those sort of entangled together while she's got to try and survive, but then also try and figure out who's trying to capture her.
Oh,
that's the best way I can explain it with how tired I am right now.
No, that's a great explanation. Yeah, I always try and make them like so short, and then I end up rambling much longer. I thought yours was very succinct. That sounds so interesting.
I'm not gonna hold you. The title had me. The title had me. What Chaos Made?
Yes.
Come on. The title had me. I only see the cover. All I know is that title had me like, I'm curious. What did Chaos make? I want to know.
I agree. Sarah's so good at covers at titles. Let's see what everyone else is working on. Ace Coffee is also doing the 24-hour novel project, a queer romantic tragedy. Yes. We got a queer dark academia thriller trilogy. Oh. Working on revisions for my bakery rivals to lovers, WIP, Project Sugar and Spice. Heck yes. What a great project name. Charlotte. Hello, Arcala. Chaos Queen. Welcome. Randy's working on The It Couple, a domestic thriller in which you hopefully want no one to succeed. Oh.
That's intriguing.
I am intrigued. Hello, everyone. I hope y'all are all doing wonderful. Yes, don't forget to save your work. Hello. Yes. I'll have some polls up whilst we're in the middle of our sprints and stuff, because I got some questions for y'all. But first, I do want to shout out that this is the Storyteller Hearth's. This is our fundraising stream for NaNoWriMo, of course, because NaNoWriMo was coming up in July. For those of you who, like me, may have forgotten that is what is happening and what time it is. And
I forgot. You reminded me yesterday on your stories for Instagram, and I was like, "Oh, right, yes, Captain NaNoWriMo next month, isn't it?"
Yes.
Ditto. That's exactly what happened. I was like, and I knew, because every week I've done my lives, I've been like, the last question is, have you heard of the Storyteller Hearth? This. So I've explained what it is, so I know. But did I know? No.
Always comes before Camp and NaNoWriMo, but somehow just
go.
And literally, this is year 3 at this point. This is year 3. Like, it's literally been happening ever since I've been on YouTube, and yet still.
Oh my gosh. Yep. No, I got an email from Nano and I clicked on it, and then the timer countdown was going, and I was like, oh, this is scarier. Yeah, always catches by surprise, but no. No. So if you would like to donate, the Storytellers Hearth, we do like to raise money for NaNoWriMo, since a lot of us, that's how we found out about the AuthorTube or writing community, was through NaNoWriMo. And they also have a lot of like really cool programs like the Young Writers Program, where they help get like tools and utensils into classrooms and try and make it like a priority to like encourage kids to explore their creativity and explore expressing themselves through writing, which is awesome. I see now that people have already donated. Thank you. I missed it in the excitement of starting, but thank you guys so much. Absolutely appreciate it. Sarah and Shay, do y'all know what you're going to be working on for Camp NaNoWriMo when it does happen in 13 days?
So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be continuing blankets and burglary, because if it's finished in 13 days, that miracle, I'm probably gonna shout. It's probably gonna be a reel on Instagram of me shouting because it's finally done. But I'll be honest with myself, it's not gonna be done. So I'm gonna be switching between that, and then there is a short story horror anthology submission thing. And so I would like to work on that short story in July, because the submissions open in August. So I like August to like edit it. So if not, and it's a like, why did you stay type thing. So it's like whenever you watch horror movies or anything, and there's like, why didn't you leave the house? Like you heard something, like not. So I'm doing a writer's retreat where like at the end of it, they are gonna publish your book. And so my the main character, she's like, well, I'm not gonna, it's either this or I'm gonna be in the query trenches again, or I'm gonna have to save my money doing it myself. So I can stay, and she gonna be staying on this cabin for any of y'all Georgia people on Lake Lanier, which y'all know is the most haunted lake in the country. So and she Black, and she know about Lake Lanier, so she knows she's not supposed to be there, and she know, but I want to be an author, y'all, so I'm gonna do this. I can survive.
I would do it too.
I was just about to say.
Right? I mean, no, I'm not gonna hold you. Lake Lanier, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Now you gave me some other lake, I got you, but it's been like 200 something missing people on that lake. I'm cool on it. But if it was a different lake and I found out it was haunted after the fact, I might. Can I stick this out? I mean, because it's ghosts. It ain't actual killers. I can handle ghosts for a week, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're gonna find out. I don't know what our MC gonna do, but we gonna find out, y'all.
Yes, I love that premise so much, because I was just thinking as you were explaining, I was like, why do people stay? And then you're saying your concept, and I'm like, oh, it makes
right,
sense.
because I'm gonna be honest, like, Black people be watching movies like, run, why are you still there? Why are you there? So I gotta give her a real good reason that she don't sound real dumb. Oh no, I'm just hanging out with my friends. I just want to have friends time. Nah, you want to publish a book, girl. That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Genius. Yes.
Love it. I don't know what I'm going to be working on. I'll pick a word count goal and I'll find something to do. I've got lots to do. I'll probably just split between all my projects depending on what I feel like doing that day. That done.
I relate to that too. I do have a lot to do. I'll find something. That is never the issue, truly. Yes. My goal is just finish all the things. We got Jess in here. Also same. I got finish the books. That's the goal. And so I'm also participating in the hashtag 24-hour novel. I'm trying to we're gonna see how far I get into this one today in 24 hours. And then that's when I'll have to finish through camp. So, let's see. Naomi is going to write between needs to write between 8 to 18,000 to finish this novel. If I don't write more and go over my 140K word count, then I'll switch to some short stories. Okay, I love it. Want to roll the dice to determine my camp word goal? That sounds very fun. I love leaving it to fate. Yes. I'm honestly not sure if I'm going to be doing camp this year. I think I'll just write what I feel like instead, even if it's just one word. I like that too. Sometimes just we're not into it. And Jessica's hoping to revise my standalone that I wrote back in September, hoping. I will keep my fingers crossed for y'all. Okay, we've probably been talking for long enough. That is my bad. Are you guys ready to do a sprint?
Yep.
Okay, let me get my timer up and ready. Let's see. We're gonna pick a random time since we have to sprint for. How are we feeling? Do y'all want a warm up sprint? I know Sarah's been writing for a while.
I don't need one.
I know.
I'm good with anything. I've been writing for like 10 hours at this point. So.
Oh goodness.
Oh,
yeah. I feel like you've been up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you. I just woke up, as I told y'all before the camera went off. So the longer sprint means I can eat breakfast and get some words in is all I'm saying.
Okay. Then that's what we'll do. Let me share my screen. I hope y'all are ready. Look, we are productivity stream, so we're going to be productive, and we're going to do that with a 43-minute, 34-second sprint. How's that sound? Can I edit this? Can I swap Shay up here? I can. Okay. If there's anyone's face we're going to cover, it will be mine. Okay. This is going to be our first sprint. Okay, I hope everyone's ready. Let's get started. On your mark, get set, go. is time on our first spread.
Yay.
Woo, we did it. Let me know how y'all did. Shay, Sarah, how did y'all do?
I completed a scene, which I think was longer than I intended it to be, but that just means more words. So win-win situation in that respect.
Yay! Congrats on finishing a scene.
I got breakfast, which one of the bagel, half of the bagel I'm still working on, and I got 250 words. So.
Okay, look at you. That's great.
My man had to wash a few dishes before I could cook, so that's what took me so long. But you know, we got it done. We got it done.
I was about to ask what kind of bagel. That looks good.
It's just a plain bagel with plain cream cheese. I don't usually do that. Usually I do like a plain bagel with plain cream cheese and do strawberry preserves too. Usually that's what I do. But I had to like do the bagel because I knew the sprint was ending. And I was like, let's just do it regular today.
Yeah.
Put the razzle dazzle eggs. Just leave your bagel regular.
Let's see how the chat did. 1,024. Oh my God. Yes. 640, 414. Dang, y'all. 565. My wrist is killing me if I didn't have to act up today of all days. Do you have a brace? Because I actually need to run and go get mine too. I was just thinking about that. That's what, when you're in it for the long haul, see if there's a way you could even like run to the store. There's usually some kind of like little brace you can get. Naomi, oh my God. 1,357. Dang. Yeah.
Y'all are killing it. Y'all are really killing it.
For real. I think I got, let's see. I got 504 words, which I'm not mad about. It was just one of those where I was really stuck on the, it was the opening scene and I've done all this prep and like, I thought it would just start flowing. But of course you have that initial like blank page and you convince yourself it needs to be perfect. Like you got to get into the flow before you're like, no, it doesn't. I can come back and fix it. But something about those for like the start of the story, you're always like, it needs to be as good as it could possibly be.
I've been struggling a lot with trying to avoid doing that simply because of how many words I need to write every single hour. I used to be able to do it really well. And then because I started editing so much, I got into the practice of trying to make everything sound perfect. And then it was like, oh, so that's now translated to any first drafts I do. It takes me longer because it needs to sound good and the spelling needs to be correct. And it's just, spellings are wrong and words are crammed together into one word instead of two separate words. And I'm like, I need to fix it. But then I'm like, no, you don't have time to fix it. You've got stuff to do. It's killing me. How terrible everything is written right now.
Well, that's what did you map out to do? Like, are you aiming for the 50,000?
If I can remember correctly, I have a good, better, best goal.
Okay.
So a good goal for today would be 20,000 words. My better goal would be 35,000 words. And then my best goal would be the 50,000 words.
Okay.
But I also feel like I want to cheat a little bit because I'm using my writing tracker to track how long I've been writing for. So even though I've been writing since 3 a.m., which was 11 hours ago, I've technically only been writing for 7.5 hours.
Oh, I see.
So okay. I might be a little sneaky, depending on how many words I end up writing. Like, well, technically I didn't write for 24 physical hours.
I see you.
Add on over the rest of the weekend if I need to.
I always think about that when I do these experiments, because especially part of the time when I'm like trying to vlog them, I'm like, technically I'm spending some amount of time doing not the writing.
Exactly. So I've got a break, I've got to eat, I've got to do all of this stuff, and that shouldn't count towards the 24 hours writing, should it? No,
I see you. I mean, I think, frankly, the fact that like surviving the 24 with that as a goal at all is an accomplishment.
Yeah.
But I do see the sneaky sneak. It'd be nice. Also,
I'm about to say 20K alone in one day is a lot. Like,
oh,
the most I've ever done is 12. And that was when we did the 10K days, and it was like back to back to back to back, and it'd be from like 7 a.m. to midnight. But nah. Nope. I'm rooting you on, because 20K for your good goal is still crazy great. Crazy great.
agreed. Yeah. I feel like I didn't set up good, better, best, but I do love that. And I have done a couple 24-hour write-a-thons before now, and the highest one I ever got was like 17,000. So I don't know if like I'm physically, maybe my best is the 20K.
Totally what I was thinking. I was like, her littlest one would be my highest one. Like,
Yeah.
20K, man.
Oh man. I'm frankly just so excited for everyone who's like undertaking all these various challenges. The fact that we're pushing ourselves is great. Hi, Day. Oh, okay, yeah. If y'all want to share your favorite line. Oh, I was like, I thought the old goat charmer died at the wand tip of one Severus Snape, who was later bitten and poisoned by Voldemort's snake. Is there some innuendo here I'm missing, or is this an actual?
I feel like there is.
I've been going since 2 a.m., Maggie. You got this. How is it going so far, Maggie? CB's managed a 15K day before. My lowest goal is probably 18K, because that's probably what I'll need to finish the novel. And my max goal based on my writing sprint speed is 35K. Okay. I like that as the bars for things. JK was able to finish some beta reading for someone. Just finished reading chapter 2. Oh, able to get to some beta reading. Just finished reading chapter 2 and I'm reading chapter 3 now. Yay. I love beta reading. I think it's so fun. And it helps you become a better writer.
Yeah.
My highest in a day is 7K. I'm doing this many words. Yeah.
I don't know.
Always so impressed.
Pure spite at this point to not use the challenge. That's all it is at the moment.
I like that. Just working off of spite. Yes, also, we've raised over $200, or we've raised exactly 200. Thank you all anonymous this time. Thank y'all for your donations. Sorry, that was my dog in the background. Hi. I have all of them in here with me. So, hello. Good morning, Zelda.
They're all here rooting for you, Kate.
Titan has patiently been waiting for me to drop something. He's like right under my chair. Patiently.
Yeah.
Like, you know you don't want to finish all that. You know you don't. Yes, sir. Yes, I do. I want to eat all my food today. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I mean, we don't deserve dogs, truly. Titan's adorable. All right. Okay. I think we do another sprint. Let's see. Are we feeling shorter, longer, somewhere in the same range? Sarah
I'm around for the ride. So, you know, what we're doing is good. We do a little bit less. Either one is fine with me.
Okay.
We only need, another 40 minutes to hit the minimum sprint time for this session anyway. So split that up however you'd like.
Thank you for doing the math for me. Yes, I always do these. And I'm just like, I get through it and I'm like, oh no, I need to figure out, especially since I do the random numbers. I'm like, oh, I got to go back.
Yes.
All right. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll go a little shorter. Yeah. Shay's got to be able to finish.
That is true, yeah.
Shay or Titan has to be able to finish.
It's the way that when you read it, Titan barked at the right moment. It was like, you know what, sir?
He's like, yep.
Your timing is not supposed to be this good. Is the truth.
All right. We're going to do 34, 43. We'll save the dice for the very end for the last one. Oh, 24 for the challenge. That's a great idea, as I have already put something else up there. Let's see. I think the other thing is I'm contemplating the merits of getting a cappuccino. So more I'm subjecting all of y'all to my need to
It's
get
the way I
coffee.
was like, you didn't make a coffee either. You could do that on the next. So we're on the same page.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, this is why we need the time. Okay. That's what we're going to do. We're subjecting y'all. Y'all are along for our ride. All right. Shay, Sarah, you're all ready.
Sort of.
That's the spirit. All right. On our mark. Get set. Go. beep, 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 beep. Only a little late, it's fine. Hello, everyone. Oh, my bad. Oh, no. I always forget that y'all can hear them when I mute, too. You know, I just wanted to give you a little inspiration, maybe work in a jump scare in your novel, you know. Oh, man. Welcome back. How'd you do, Sarah?
I have just realised that I have been writing a character's name wrong the entire time.
Like,
and
spelled wrong?
Like spelled wrong. So the character's name is Gia, so Jia. The entire time that he's been in the novel, I've written it Jai, like J, until I glanced at my notes and realised, oh, it's the wrong name. But I've added 2 other characters called K and L, like so JKL, and I'm like, well, no, that doesn't make sense because I had the wrong name to begin with.
I do. I do hate when that happens. I was gonna say, would you think about changing it now, or is it one of those where you're like, I gotta revert back?
I'll leave it for now. I'll revert back to the original now that I've realised it's the original, and then I'll just see what I prefer when it comes later down the line and I'm rereading it in order to edit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so glad we live in a world now where there's, you know, control, find, control, replace. Like, so much easier.
So much easier.
Oh, man. Shay, how'd you do?
It's the way this mute button keeps saluting my mouse. So I got 500 or so. I'm put at, I got over 500, so I'm at 872 now. For the day. So that's good. It's a great day to start. I also realized I didn't text my grandfather my address. So, you know, that there is that. So I had to do that. There was that part of that. I finished my food. It was yummy. Yay. So, you know, now I feel like I could be a productive member of society for sure now. For sure.
For real. Yeah. I'm working on being a productive member. I'm halfway through the cappuccino in my NaNoWriMo mug. So, like, you know, I'm getting there. Did Titan get any food, Shay?
Titan did not get any food. Titan did not get any food. I ain't cook any excess, and I must have been really hungry. So I ate it all, and he didn't get none of it. So there is that. But I do have a question for you. Did you name your character?
Okay, I did. He hasn't shown up yet, so I wrote it down. I will say that my brother also tried to give me a suggestion, which was just Vlad Slav a million times. He is a little bit delirious because he's sick, but I think he still would have made the joke even had he not been. I did not go with my brother's suggestion. I did name the character. Where it is, who's to say? But I will let you know when I get to him.
The way I've been watching your stories, like, what's the name? Did she decide on the name? I want to see what people's answers were. I want to guess.
Okay, because I was like, I got some good ones, so I tried to save it as a. I'll share some of them. I'll bring it up again. Yeah, I got some good ones. Let's see. I am. Maggie said that texting an address counts as words.
Hey, you ain't never lied. That's just full facts. And there's compound words in my address and everything. So I got it.
There you go. I'm up to 800 words now. So slowly but surely, I'm debating adding a little bit into the first scene that I didn't have before. And I'm trying to decide if in the spirit of the 24-hour novel, I plow forward, or in the spirit of trying to make a happy readable draft, I go ahead and do it now. So I'm TBD. I love it. Yes. Let's see how everyone else did. 120 words of planning and lots of pondering because I completely forgot this was happening today. 708, 451, about 500. Y'all are crushing it. 288, 585 for the day so far. 513, sorry for the jump scare. 798. Dang. Y'all are crushing it. Heck yes. Oh, also, I did ask a silly question, and I'm going to make you two answer it. Okay, so are you ready? If I forced you, you could not start your story from the very beginning. Would you rather have to start it in the middle or at the very end? Or do y'all naturally start your
Very
story?
end. Very end.
Very
Very
end.
end. Very end. Yeah. I like working backwards.
Okay.
And so no lie though, because you know, mystery and thrillers, I kind of have to work backwards. So like for shout out to Best Served Cold whenever it gets finished. Like the epilogue is completely done. The epilogue of like that, like it's almost exactly how I want it. Like I can't imagine that I would change too much of anything. So but like the epilogue is done. So
That's good. I honestly don't know. Like, I've written like massively out of order before. I don't know. I suppose it depends on the type of story it is. Do I want to, if it's like a very big, massive midpoint that is a massive turning point for the character, like maybe I'll start there. But if it's at the end where everything sort of comes together, or there's a lot of complicated plot points that I need to get to a certain place, I'd start at the end.
That's a good point because sometimes that midpoint, I know the midpoint's always supposed to be like a little twist or a little pivot. You got to like propel forward into the next bit, but sometimes it's very twisty. So
I'm not gonna hold you. I couldn't even say middle because have I ever gotten to the middle of a story?
Look, Shay, maybe that's why maybe you should do it that way then.
Right. Let's start from I know in the middle of the book this is gonna happen. Let's start from there and see what maybe that'll be what I do for NaNoWriMo. Maybe
it might be worth trying out. It's a little test. Right? I also, having said that, don't know that I've never done that and I don't know how I feel about it. But I would love to watch you try. I was intrigued because I thought, having asked that question, that like most people were going to say start at the end and work backwards. But 51% of people said right in the middle in the poll. I'm so surprised. But it was a close one. Yeah, middles are so hard. Yeah, so it's one of those, it's like, do you get the hardest part out of the way first? Because then you're really sort of honed in on your characters. You know what's going to happen. Or do you save it?
So on like some level, I've done this now that I'm realizing, but it's only because I changed the way I was going to write Best Served Cold. So originally it was going to be one POV from the main character, the main female character of the story. But then I was on Twitter and somebody was like, wouldn't it just kind of be cool if like a writer killed off the main character like halfway through the book? And it was like, you didn't, like, what do you do at this point? Like the book, because it happens in movies all the time. Like the main character will die, or you'll think it's the main character and they'll die. And you're like, wait, okay, what's going on? What is right? And so I was like, well, originally she was going to be going back and forth through these journals of her father and her brother, like on this journey that she's taking. And I was like, but what if I make you think that the main character is her brother the whole time? And since he died, because he's dead in her story, but he dies and you have to deal with that, not realizing that she's been the main character the whole time. So in that perspective I have, because I've written it from her being the starting point, because I have to go back and rewrite it as if he's alive, or from the viewpoint that you at least think he's alive before he gets killed. Right. So maybe that's what I'll do for July. Maybe I'll pick up Best Served Cold and do that.
Yeah, I'm intrigued by that. That would be really fun. I do like I like when the author can surprise you a bit, and that would totally surprise me as I was reading, and I was like, I was wrong.
Right.
Oh my goodness. It'd be fun. Sometimes I write at the middle to take the pressure off the whole starting the book and get rid of the deep desire to have a perfect first page. Katie, as I'm struggling with that right now.
I
Yeah.
mean, I appreciate the
Yep.
insight because that I didn't even think of it like that. Like honestly, so
Yeah. But thinking about it, I usually come up with the ending first, so maybe I should start a draft there.
I
Oh,
always know how it's gonna end. Like I've known how Blankets and Burglary is gonna end for like over a year now. How do I get you there? Is the question.
and yeah, I always tend to know where the book's going to end and where it's going to start. Like those two things are usually the first that solidify in my brain. It's always the middle that's hard. So if I just start with the middle and work,
You've got the bookends.
Also, you know what? That's a good question. What did happen to the 1%? We got 51% and 48%. They've been pulled into the void of YouTube. Rather get over the middle. Midpoint turn is my favorite part. Naomi, you need to teach me your ways. And when I was drafting my first half, I was shooting for that, not the end. Oh, that might also be smart.
I like you guys put in what you do because it's like making me think about how I look at my stories differently. Because if I thought of it as two halves of a whole, then I could celebrate getting to the end of the first half and feel like I completed something starting the second half. Okay, not that you got a little writer life hack, Naomi. All right, I feel it.
Yeah. Oh, and also Writing Violet has a back burner story where I kill off the main character partway through, but I don't know if I'll ever get back to that project. Yeah, I was just thinking about all the projects that I have and like half complete states that I'm not sure I'll ever get to, but like taught me something, you're along the way, you're there for the ride and you learn something. And then do I need to return to it? I don't know, but
like when I first started my channel, I was talking about Jesus never went to college, and I mentioned it yesterday in the live with Britt, and she was like, "I have not heard that title in so long," and I was like, "I know it's gonna come back around eventually."
right.
But I've learned so much from when I first started it. I was like, okay, maybe I feel better about getting into it now. The only thing is that I'm already in stories and I just want to finish them before I go pick up something. It's just like I don't want to get that shiny new or like not even shiny new idea, but like shiny new momentum for another story. And it's like just finish something, girl. It's hard. Y'all.
No, that has just happened to me where I had a novel that I had like I put it on a back burner. I didn't want to think about it, and then for some reason I just started trying to finish editing the manuscript for it because I wasn't bothered to do anything else. The second I was done editing that manuscript, I was like, you know what? Now I really, really want to start writing the new draft based on what I've just done. So all my other projects got dropped to focus on this project that I haven't touched in a year. And I was like, this is not what I need to be spending my time on right now. And now I've done it again with this novel.
I was like, is this the life cycle of the writer? Like I
can't touch it. I have to finish Blankets and Burglary. I have to finish this short story. I can't touch nothing else. But you already got me thinking about Best Served Cold next month. So it's like, bro, this is awful. And that's not even Jesus never went to college. It's like too much.
We need to like make a pact or something. Hold each other accountable. We are our problem.
Finish.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I think we need to do one more sprint. Let's get in like 15 minutes or so. And then, although here's the thing, someone suggested we do 24 minutes for the hashtag 24-hour novel, and I really like that idea. Yes. So I might make us write a little bit more, which is good for everyone.
I'm down for 24.
So that, you know what? That's what we'll do. We'll do a 24-24, and I promise to catch the timer this time. All right, 24 minutes, 24 seconds. This is going to be our final sprint, and then we'll have like a quick last little bit of chitty chat before we send y'all over to the next one. And if you're not already in the playlist for the productivity stream, you can find it linked below. Okay, 24-24, this is our final sprint. All right, Shay, are you ready? Sarah, are you ready? Heck yes. On our mark, get set, go. Beep, 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 beep. That is time on the final sprint. No jump scare this time. How did you all do? How'd the two of you do?
We're really good, rounding it out at 1,000 for the day. So that's good before I like hit the canvas. I'm not worried about that at all.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. I don't know. I've lost where I am. I'm on maybe scene 14 or 15, but it's the scenes that I do not have outlined.
Oh, okay.
So
Are you planning to skip them, or are you gonna plow through and?
I'm gonna have to plow through because from here nothing else is actually outlined. I did not manage to finish my outline in the time I wanted to finish it. So I have a very basic outline for each scene, which now I need to on the fly stretch to what will hopefully equal 1,000 words. So
Oh,
we're going to see how well my imagination does.
You can do it. I'm excited to see. This might be one of those interesting things for maybe it actually is like a lot easier somehow. Maybe certain scenes will be easier this way. I'm hopeful. Fidessa 906 for the day. Only 5K to go to finish the first draft. That is awesome. You are so close. 479 for the sprint, 1,064 for the day. Yeah, I'm at 1,044. Me and you, right there. 1,239 for the stream total. Way to go. To be exact, the way we like it. Oh yay! Shay, you're adorable. Yes, you are. 504, 703, 2,990 for the day.
Dang, Naomi is killing it. That's almost 3,000 words in 2.5 hours. Crazy.
That's really good.
Nicolette, 100 words on the dot brings a total of approximately 1,100 words. My goodness. Maggie, finished a scene, disassociated for 5 minutes, start another. Normal sleep-deprived stuff. Absolutely.
Maggie. Right there. Right there with you. What was I doing? I sat down and do what? I've been here 15 minutes and ain't done. Oh, okay.
Man, well, this was such a good time. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, Shay and Sarah, and everyone in the chat. I am excited to see how the rest of the 24 hours goes, the rest of the Storytellers Hearth weekend relay goes. Is there anything y'all want to like shout out about yourselves or your projects, or just a word of advice for people? Anything you want to say before we leave?
Okay, so save your work. Oh, y'all, the numbers y'all dropped just now was big. So make sure you say your see. Go ahead, make sure you say your work real quick. Go ahead, make sure you save it. So me and my critique partner, Britt Writerly, we have a monthly visual podcast thing going on called Writerly Conversations. Last month we talked about so I'm not gonna hold you either last month or this month. We're talking about like knowing when the story is finished and being able to receive feedback. So last month's Writerly Conversation was on my channel. This month will be on Britt's channel this Tuesday evening. So if you're looking to get some, good conversation about that and talking and finding out about critique partners, and from two people who've been critique partners for at this point 3 years now. So like we know each other and are writing very well and how we go ahead and check it out. We're in season 3. This is our 3rd year of doing it. So there's 2 previous seasons if you want to go check it out. But it's really good Writerly Conversations, hence the name. So that's the only thing that's coming up.
I have nothing coming up, but let's give some advice that I never follow myself, but I will 100% happily give to everybody else. Taking part in any of the challenges that we're doing over this weekend, make sure you stay hydrated, make sure you stay fed, make sure you take your regular breaks and do something that is not writing to maintain your creative well, and just have fun. Don't put too much stress on the words you need to do, and just focus on the fun you're having with everyone else along the way.
Oh my gosh, absolutely yes. And you can find both of them linked down below. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you everyone for hanging out. And again, you can click the playlist down below if you want to be like automatically rolling into the next stream, or otherwise you can go find it at the hashtag Storytellers Hearth Weekend Relay. Okay, thank you guys so much. And thank you for helping us raise $200 for Nano.
Thank you, well, guys.